Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy, and this is my EDC channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new flashlight, and this is a new flashlight, and it's just not new to me, and I'm pretty excited to check it out. So let's get into it. Acebeam Pokelit. So this thing is looking pretty promising. This is the Acebeam Pokelit, and if you know or have seen the previous video, I actually do have one of these in copper. There you go. You can see 5000K CRI 90, and oh, there it is. There is the Pokelit AA, and so this is their new iteration of this, and this is supposed to be a little bit different in the fact that this puts out 1000 lumens. Yep, 1000 lumen AA light. The old Pokelit, this guy right here, only puts out 500. So I'm pretty stoked to check this out. Let's just look at the packaging real fast. Normal Acebeam packaging. There you go. And this is actually a pretty good deal right now. They have this on Amazon for 20 bucks at the moment. Actually, this looks pretty good. I was going to say the only downfall is they only have it in gray, but the gray looks pretty good. Can't complain with that. So let me get some of this packaging out of the way. Acebeam always hooks you up with a really nice lanyard. I like these a lot. I don't really use them a whole lot though. I like them, but I don't really use them. So here's your USB-C to USB-A charging cable. It is a rechargeable battery. Instruction manual, get some extra O-rings, love to see that. And here is our instructions. There you go. Pause if you want to read any of this. There you go. All right. Let's take a look at the light real quick. So this looks pretty similar as far as design goes. I don't see anything poking out at me. Nope, not really. Let's take this little, there we go. Still has the domed LED, still is a smooth reflector. Yeah, so it looks pretty standard. Kind of looking like we just have more power. So let's do the normal real fast. Let's take a length. So we are at about 3 3/4. Just about. And let's see, chaw. There we go. And exactly 2 ounces. Very nice. All right. So let me get this out of the way. I just I got a smaller desk, and I was hoping, it's kind of sturdy, so I was hoping it would kind of get rid of the camera shake from the camera arm. Seems like it's still kind of there. So probably gonna have to try to hook this camera arm up to something that is not the desk. Haven't figured out how I'm gonna do that yet, but we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and pop this guy open. There is our little, there we go. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Inside of the, well, I guess backside of the lens and the LED looks pretty good. I don't see anything standing out. That looks pretty good as well. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks good to me. Excellent. All right, cool. So here is your Acebeam battery. I have a couple of these laying around. 14500 AA Type C, and if we take our little Type C cable that she came with, let's see here. There we go. See, we're lighting up right on top. There we go. Cool. So we all know I'm a pretty big fan of anything that charges, that tells you it's charging. I think that's pretty important. Pretty important. So go ahead and slide this guy back. Come on. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do a couple little size comparisons. I'll go ahead and just put out the old Pokelit. There we go. And we'll do an Olight i5T. There you go. You can see the size difference there. Pretty close. Pretty close. Not a big difference. How about the i3T? It's important to remember that whenever we're doing these size comparisons, this guy now puts out 1,000 lumens, so keep that in mind. How about the Raylight Pineapple? These lights right here have some of the prettiest emitters I've ever seen. Just gorgeous. All right. How about the new Rovivon A9 Pro, the Gen 4? And last but not least, I'm just going to throw one more up. We'll do the Arcfeld, the new iteration of the Arcfeld that has like the jimping on the side, smaller pocket clip, you know, all that good stuff. So there you go. There's some size comparisons. Like I said about this light, at the time of recording, this thing is a solid 20 bucks on Amazon. It's looking like normal price is going to be about 40. So if you're going to want to pick these up, hopefully it's still on sale by the time that this video goes live. But now is probably going to be the time to do it before it's 40 bucks. 20 bucks is a steal for 1,000 lumen flashlight. So a couple little bit of differences here is if I go ahead and open this guy up, we will do some beam shots. Hold on. Need battery. There we go. All right. So if we go ahead and pop a battery in here, so this light is 5,000K. On the website or on Amazon, this says this is 6,500. There you go. I had to remember how to cycle there for a second. So we can see definitely a lot cooler white than the old Pokelit. I only have the copper version. I don't know if the copper version was the only one that was the 5,000K with the high CRI. But if not, let's see. If not, you're probably used to this color already. Sorry, I just woke up. My brain's not really working. So we're just gonna do a couple. Here's your low between the two. Medium. High. There we go. Give you an idea of the difference in color temperature. So how does the billboarding look? Well, we see Acebeam Pokelit, however you want to pronounce it. I guess that's a model number. Telling you that it's hot. Got that little nice cup of coffee inside the triangle. Then aside from that, it's actually a pretty clean light. This is very, this gives me very much minimalist vibes. Pretty nice as far as the features go so far. I mean, we get the rechargeable battery, get 1,000 lumens, 6,500K, so you are definitely looking at a cooler temperature of a flashlight. If we, there we go, turn it down a little bit, kind of look at it reflecting off of the smooth reflector there for a second. Looks good to me. I like it. I think 1,000 lumens coming out of a AA flashlight is pretty killer. It doesn't really, the one thing I've always kind of wondered about these is it doesn't really say, or at least I've never really noticed what kind of how they get the color on here. All they mention about the construction is that it's just anodized aircraft grade aluminum. That's about all you get. IP68 water resistant and a 1.5 meter drop impact. I mean that's for the most part that's what you get. So you know, it's one of those things where this is actually a pretty impressive flashlight, and when it really boils down to it, we're looking at a $20 flashlight that puts out 1,000 lumens, and everything else kind of doesn't matter. It would be cool if they make this in the copper variant. That would make me very happy, just because I don't really know of any other AA lights I have that are 1,000 lumens. Not that I know of. I went ahead and just brought out the Rovivon just so we could see if there's... Okay, yeah, so a little bit difference in color temperature there. The Rovivon is also going to be just a higher CRI in general, but there we go. Click and hold. It kind of messes me up whenever I'm switching between two different flashlights. But we can see the big size difference here. The Rovivon puts out 650 lumens. But price difference wise, we're looking more towards the line of, you know, 50 and up for something like this. And like I said, man, it's Pokelit. This is Acebeam's kind of killing it right now with some of these lights they're putting out. Kind of like looking at an Arcfeld. We all know the Arcfelds hover right around that 1,000 lumen mark, but buying an Arcfeld puts you close to $100. So that's what I'm saying. This is pretty impressive. It's impressive for what it is, and I'm a pretty big fan of Acebeam. I've got a couple different brands that I kind of fanboy about. Acebeam, Lumen Top, Olight, Raylight, Rovivon. I mean, there's anytime they have new lights, I kind of feel like I need to get my hands on it. Acebeam, I haven't seen anything recently that I really needed to have, but my buddy No Mercy pointed this guy out to me, and I was like, yeah, 1,000 lumens, $20. I'm gonna have to pick that up. Glad I did. If we take a look real quick at the pocket clip construction is just about the same, it looks like. Yeah, I believe so. You get that double pocket clip, so you can, you know, hook it to a hat or whatever you want to do. Retention on it's pretty good. These things do ride pretty low in the pocket. If I can find... Sure, that'll work. So they do ride pretty good. It's not a super deep, you know, like the ultra deep carries, but it's good. You got just enough purchase up top to where you can just grab it and slide it out of the pocket. One thing I like about these pocket clips that they use, and you know how these are incredibly similar to like the Olight pocket clips if they're not exactly the same. I like the fact that the retention on them is just enough to where when you pull this out, you're not hanging up, you know, usually you'd hang up about right there. And if I just slide it out, there it is. It's always going to stop a little bit at the seam. That's any pocket clip. But for these, you know, if I really wanted to just rip it out, I could. So I think the pocket clips on these guys are great. Just talking about overall construction, good pocket clips. Hook them to a hat, all that good stuff. No complaints there. So this guy right here, I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to do outside, because we look like we have a decent spot in the middle, but we've got some flood, some spill on the out. But for the most part, it looks pretty focused. So let's just go take a look and see kind of what it looks like outside, and then we'll be right back. Let's get it. All right, awesome. So hopefully the new audio is coming through. I finally got some new microphones for the outdoor use. So it is super freaking early. It's like 5:45 in the morning. I always do this to myself. All right, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and do the, here we go, just so we can see what we're doing. Here is the new Acebeam, if this thing will focus, the Pokelit, and we'll go ahead and start it off. So probably can't see this, but here is the low. Go ahead and ramp it up to medium. My allergies are going crazy this morning. And all the way out in the corner of the field here is about 35 yards to the fence. Go ahead and do high. And there you go. You can see this thing puts out actually a whole lot of light. So what we'll go ahead and do is compare this to the i3. Here's an i3 on the left. So we're in moonlight. I'm going to go ahead and ramp this up to medium. So here's your Pokelit AA, and here you go. Here's your i3T on the left. Ramp this one up to high, high, and there you go. You can see the difference. i3T is back down to medium, or I guess low, I should say. So I would say, after playing with this, the low on this Pokelit, it's such a weird name. It's almost like a moonlight, and then it kind of ramps up, and it feels like an overpowered i5T whenever you're cycling through. So we'll go ahead. Here is the Autism Awareness i5T. I have got the Pokelit is on low right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and ramp it to medium since we're going to do an i5T. And so here is your i5T on medium, or I guess low, but still. And here is your Pokelit on medium. So then we'll go ahead and ramp to high. There's your i5T on high. And here's your Pokelit on high. See the difference in the beams. This little Pokelit AA, man, this new one they came out with, this thing is crazy. This is a $20 AA flashlight that puts out 1,000 lumens and has 3 modes. I'm gonna go ahead and say it has a moonlight and then a medium and a high. That's what it feels like. This thing is great. And last but not least, I brought out the Arkfeld. Let's see how this thing stands up against a $100 flashlight. Okay, so we're gonna do Arkfeld on the left. Probably can't see him. We've also got the Pokelit on the right. This is the low, or the moonlight, I guess I would say. So let's go ahead and ramp. So there we go. Arkfeld on the left, Pokelit on the right. We'll go ahead and ramp again. We'll just go ahead and push them both up to high. So here's your Pokelit on the right. Here's your Arkfeld on the left. And we'll go ahead and turbo the Arkfeld. Now my Arkfeld is more of a warm, natural white color. But this is the Arkfeld on turbo. And here's the Pokelit on high. $100. $20. Oof. Oh man. It's a little wild. Alright, so I'm just gonna do one more thing, and hopefully the audio is coming through so I don't have to voice over this. So all I'm gonna do is kind of walk out with this thing and just kind of cycle through the shots, the beams, just so you can kind of see what it looks like walking through. Don't mind me, I'm in my gym shorts. So I'm just gonna move it up to medium. And then I'm gonna flip it up to high. There we go. So this is high. You can kind of see what it looks like when you're just walking around. This thing puts out a lot of light. So the spot in the middle is nice. There's not a ton of spill. It's just got a nice little, almost like a flood around the nice little beam that's in the middle. So it's actually got a really nice beam. I really enjoy it, especially for a $20 flashlight. I think this thing is literally a banger. Normal price is like 40 though, so get it while it's 20 for sure. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the beam shots. Let's get back inside. I dig it, man. I dig it. I think it's definitely at $20. It's a great value. And the 3 modes are good. Low, medium, high. I really feel like that's all you need. Something we didn't really go over is this thing does have a memory mode. So a lot of people prefer memory mode, but thank the Lord it has memory mode. If you use this thing on low, that low beam, which I mean it's a low, not a moonlight, so you should be able to do quite a bit with that. You'll run for 58 hours on that, so runtime is good. The emitter's good, the LED, pocket clip's good, overall construction's good, the price is great, output is good. I think it's a banger, man. I think for 20 bucks, if you are a flashlight enthusiast or a flashaholic, or you know, whatever we identify as, you're gonna want to add one. I'm telling you, just go ahead and go pick one up. I picked it up for the channel. If I had my rathers, I probably would have waited for some kind of different colorway, or maybe to make it more like a premium or exotic type metal. Just, you know, just because that's I kind of am one of those. I like to get the fancier ones or the limited editions and whatnot. So that's just me. But if they come out with more iterations of this, I'll definitely pick one up. So let me know what you think about it. Definitely drop a comment below. Let me know if you're going to pick one up, or kind of what you'd like to see coming eventually anyways. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, checking out the video. If you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I post pretty much every day. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.